first I'm going to show you how to make a daffodil out of pipe cleaners. So for this you will need 3 yellow pipe cleaners, 1 orange, and 1 green pipe cleaner. You'll also need a pair of scissors and, with supervision, the use of a hot glue gun. So let's get started. First, you're going to take your 3 yellow pipe cleaners and you're going to bend them in half to mark the midpoint so that you know where the middle is of each of these pipe cleaners. So you want to bend them in half, crease them so you know where that midpoint is. This will help you to make 6 petals of the same size. All right, then you kind of straighten them out again so that you know where those midpoints are, and you're going to form them in the shape of a star. So you want to bend them around each other so that they stay, but you want to keep that star shape. So you can see there you have a nice star. And then, once those are kind of attached, oh, that one's still loose. Let's bend that one more time. Okay, so once those are all hooked up, you're going to start with the end of one, and you're going to curl it down and start curling it in on itself flat. You want to keep it flat so that it's like a petal. This is curling in on itself kind of like a snail shell. So you just want to keep curling that all the way in. This is the first petal of your daffodil. Curling it, you can tighten it as you go in. Then you move on to the next one. Curl that one around, again, just like a snail. All the way into the middle again, and it's good if those kind of overlap just a little bit. And you just keep going one at a time, curling those petals in. All the way into the middle. And then you can move on to the next one. And that one goes, overlapping a little bit there. And it's okay if the middle isn't completely perfect. We're going to cover that up with the nice little cup of the daffodil. So you're rolling all of these in nice and flat, nice and tight. Oh, see, that one looks a little bigger because I didn't get it quite tight enough. There we go. And then we'll do the last one here. it's rolled all the way up. You just want to get those sorted. So they all go kind of in the same way. All right, so that's the base of our flower, a little daffodil there. Then we're going to take the green pipe cleaner. You want to kind of make a small J shape here at the end so that you can hook it right through your flower. And then you want to twist it back on itself on the end here so that it stays on. So you can see I've twisted that around itself. So here's the beginning of our daffodil, but daffodils, of course, need the little cup in the center. So let's do that one. All right, so for this, you're going to need your orange pipe cleaner, and you want to cut this about into thirds so you can actually make 3 different daffodils out of it. If you have lots of yellow pipe cleaner. So this one, we're going to make a little cup out of. So you want to start again with a small flat spiral, just about this, how you started the petals. But you want to stop when it gets to about the size of your pinky, and then you want to make a little cup out of it. So instead of spiraling flat, you want to spiral it now up on top of itself so that it forms a little cup. If you're having trouble doing this, you can actually stick your finger in there and roll it around your finger, or you can just make a cup like this. So kind of smush it down so it's a little cup. You see how it's tall instead of flat. And this is going to go right in the center of our daffodil, just right in the center there. And this is where we kind of need the glue gun. So if you have a hot glue gun, you want to be careful when you use this because it's easy to burn yourself. You just want to put a little dot of glue right in the center, right there. Glue guns are always very stringy. And then you just want to put your little cup on the glue gun. And you have a beautiful daffodil right there. And you can make several of those so you can have a little garden of daffodils. Next, I'm going to show you how to make a tulip. So for this one, you will need 5 red pipe cleaners, 1 green pipe cleaner, a pair of scissors, and a ruler can be helpful so you don't have to estimate while you're cutting. This one doesn't require any glue. So first, you're going to take 4 of the red pipe cleaners. You want to leave 1, and you're going to cut them into thirds. So you want to kind of line them up, and you can use a ruler. These ones are almost 12 inches, so I'm going to cut them about 4 inches each. So do about there. And then we're going to line them up again. It's okay if it's not exact, but you do want them to be about the same. Okay, so we're done with the scissors and the ruler. Now we need to take each of these pieces and bend them in half. And as you bend them in half, you can create a little row with them. It's okay if they aren't all quite even. Flower petals aren't all even. But these are going to be the petals for your tulip, which is another lovely spring flower. Okay, two more. Okay, so now we have our line of petals. You're going to take your green pipe cleaner and you want to put it about in the middle. And then once it's in there, you're going to take these and you're just going to kind of bunch them all together around the green pipe cleaner. So you can see the green one is in there. It's got a nice bunch of red pipe cleaner petals around it there. And then you're going to take your other red pipe cleaner and you're going to start wrapping it around these petals. You want to start no more than about a third of the way through these. So you want to leave plenty because we're going to fold these up this way. So you want to leave plenty. So you want to start around here and just start wrapping that around these bunches to hold them together nicely. Okay, once that's wrapped nicely around, you're just going to start folding these petals up around it. This is making your tulip. One petal left there, and then you want to kind of bunch them all together to form that tulip bud. And then to make it look a little more like a flower in nature and not just perfectly straight pipe cleaners, you can take each of these and kind of fold them in just a little bit towards the flower. Towards the center of the flower there, just to make them look a little bit more like nice petals instead of super straight pipe cleaners. Just the tips of them, not the whole petal. And then if you want, you can open them a little more to have a slightly more open tulip, or you can leave it more like a bud here. There you go. Got a nice tulip flower. So for our last flower, we're going to just make a purple hyacinth. And this one is really easy. All you need is one green pipe cleaner, one purple pipe cleaner, and a pencil. So you're going to take the green pipe cleaner and the pencil and line them up. This will give you something to wrap the purple one around. And you're going to take the purple pipe cleaner, start about 2 inches from the end of the green pipe cleaner, and just start wrapping it around. See, and I started more than 2 inches from the end. So if that happens, you can just scoot it up a little bit. There we go. And then as you get to the end of this one, you do want to try to get tighter and tighter as you get to the end here. And you can pull the pencil out and tighten up that end a little bit. There you go. And you can always kind of wiggle the flower a little bit so that it doesn't look too perfect and straight. And there you have a nice purple hyacinth. And you can make a few of these to make a little bunch of them.